Madden NFL 20.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Play action. It's Herbert. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a reach total third down looming.
Apparently this defense is going to play a sack and a run stop on the line on the first 2 plays.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. They get a big amount back.
I think that we all figured when he called it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
Hurts. In trouble, and he's taken down. Austin Johnson gets the sack defensively.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Going deep here for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. It's Eckler again. Oh, what a move. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the front of attack and not giving up.
After an incomplete pass on second down, now they're trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle.
He's able to get this one out of midfield across the 45. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Hills. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Really perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable. Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Oh, the juke. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down to back to 33.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to let it take the break. That's his quick catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try some.
Hurts fumbles it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Hurts to throw.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, 47 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a toss, running left, Eckler. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make it.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will set up shop midfield at the 50-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills. And, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Hurts gets this to Sanders. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
A.J. Brown.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here, Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Now it's Herbert.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Keenan Allen, 85 yards.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
But first down, Hurts.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Hurts fumbles it.
But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfections in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to be brought down. Get us on the 6-yard line. T.J. Edwards in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Let's go.
They'll try and run the option.
And some room to run now. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert off of play action. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. This is a counter play. Eckler. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. On the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give them 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And to the right side here, it's Allen. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. On first down, it's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Herbert throws complete to Williams.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Herbert.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Austin Eckler.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. That time a 9-play drive.
And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hurts.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. From the 41, Herbert. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Herbert throwing again. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And it leads to a 4th down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Herbert now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
2nd down and goal. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Palmer from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A 10-play drive that time.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer.
So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man downfield is Sanders. He's got him.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached. Because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
60
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And that's a touchdown as they break it up to the final man of the 4th.
It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Herbert and the Chargers down by 7. A little over 30 seconds remaining. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. That's caught by Palmer.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Now Herbert.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a 1st down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Herbert going to throw.
They'll find Everett there, complete.
There's a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close.